You know, in the world of finance, some bets are just bigger than others. And today, we're diving into one of the boldest I've ever seen. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar gamble on the future of Ethereum, all packed into one single stock.
Okay, so you've probably heard about MicroStrategy, right? Their huge all-in bet on Bitcoin. Well, imagine taking that exact same high-stakes playbook, but for Ethereum. That's precisely what a company called BitMine Immersion Technologies, or BMNR for short, is up to. Their whole goal? To be the stock you buy when you want to bet on ETH, but without all the hassle of buying the crypto itself.
All right, so what is BMNR really? And how do they manage to tie their entire company's fate so tightly to the price of just one cryptocurrency? So here's the thing. BMNR doesn't really sell anything, not in the usual way. Their entire business, their whole reason for being, is to use their corporate wallet to buy and hoard crypto. We're talking massive amounts. And what that does is it basically turns their stock into a direct stand-in, a proxy for Ethereum. It's a way for you, me, anyone, to get exposure to ETH just by buying a regular old stock. Okay, so I keep saying massive bet, but what does that actually mean in numbers? Let's be real. The scale of what BMNR is doing here is, well, it's pretty mind-boggling. And it's the bedrock of their whole strategy. Get this, as of late 2025, we're talking about more than 3.7 million ETH tokens. And just to put that into perspective for you, this isn't just some big company dipping its toes in. No, this is a colossal whale-sized position. It's so big, it actually has an impact on the entire Ethereum ecosystem. So what's 3.7 million ETH worth? Well, let's talk dollars. Right now, that's over $12 billion. And you gotta remember, that number is ticking up and down every single second with the price of ETH. This is why BMNR stock is so fascinating. It's basically a live wire connected directly to the wild volatility of the crypto market.
And if you really want to understand their ambition, think about this. Their stash right now, it's about 3% of all Ethereum in the world. And they're not done. Not by a long shot. Their publicly stated goal is to get to 5%. If they pull that off, they will be, without a doubt, the single biggest corporate holder of ETH on the entire planet.
Wow. So yeah, this connection, it's deep. BMNR's fate isn't just linked to Ethereum's price, it's practically welded to it. Their stock price is more than just a follower. It's a real-time vote of confidence or no confidence in the entire future of the Ethereum network. So it all comes down to this, right? If you're buying BMNR stock, you're not really betting on BMNR. You're betting on Ethereum. So the big question is, what are the experts saying about ETH's future? Because if ETH goes up, it's not just going to lift BMNR's boat. It's going to be a full-on tidal wave for their valuation. And when you look at these forecasts, you can see exactly why BMNR is making such a huge bet. I mean, sure, the predictions are all over the place, but the general direction is up, way up. Think about it. If Ethereum actually hits $25,000 or even $35,000 by 2030, the value of BMNR's holdings becomes, well, astronomical, is really the only word for it.
But wait, there's more. BMNR's plan isn't just to sit on this giant pile of digital gold. Nope. The next chapter of their story is all about making that treasury work for them, turning it into a machine that actually generates revenue.
So they have this plan to launch something called the Made in America Validator Network, or AMVAN. Now, in simple terms, this means they're going to take all that Ethereum they own and use it to help run the network. You know, process transactions, keep things secure, and for doing that, they get paid rewards. It's basically like earning a massive amount of interest on a multi-billion-dollar savings account. It's a whole new income stream for them.
Okay, so when you put it all together, the huge pile of ETH, the ambitious staking plans, you get this fascinating picture. On one hand, you have this immense, almost unbelievable opportunity. And on the other, you have a massive, concentrated pile of risk.
And this quote here from Simply Wall Street really just nails it. The core risks, like the wild price swings and the fact that they're all in on one single asset, are going to become even more important as they move forward. Basically, the very things that could make them a fortune are the exact same things that could sink them. So let's break down those risks. You've got the obvious ones, volatility. Crypto prices go nuts. We all know that. And concentration. Their entire fortune is tied to Ethereum. But there's a third one that's super important, the premium.
See, the stock often trades for more than the ETH it actually holds is worth. Why? Well, because it's an easy way for people to get into ETH. But that premium, it's based on market hype. And if that hype disappears, the premium can vanish overnight. And the stock could tank even if the price of Ethereum doesn't move an inch. And all of this leaves us with one giant provocative question. By tying its entire fate to a single volatile asset, has BMNR actually figured out the smartest way to invest in the future of the web? Or is this just the single riskiest bet on the entire market today? Honestly, that's the multi-billion-dollar question, and only time is going to give us the answer.